All right, my friends, it's time for piano. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's time for some Saturday piano lessons. I'm so happy you could join me today. We are having a blast in this piano series, and I am thrilled that I get to come every single week and see you all. It just makes me really happy, as you can tell. A couple things you could do for me before we get started. If you don't mind liking and sharing this video, it helps me reach all the learners across the globe who are looking for a piano teacher just like me, who's fun, inviting, very, very positive, and still helping you learn what you need to learn at the piano, okay? The next thing you can do, of course, is subscribe. So subscribing is literally the easiest thing you can do for me. It's so funny when I open like my YouTube analytics and all of that, and it still shows that like 79% of you are not subscribed. It's like mind-blowing. So if you want to help me, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you have those notifications turned on so you can be reminded of your piano lessons every week. And you will keep up with our channel, okay? Very good. Next, I operate on a Discord server, okay? So I know this is probably like wildly different than other teachers, but that's okay. Like we have our own thing and it works, okay? On our Discord server, we are separated into our class channels, and this is where you get the fullest benefit of my studio. You get feedback from me on videos of yourself playing our songs that were assigned for the week, and you can see what I think of your playing. I'll give you tips to make it better. I'll give you lots and lots of praise because amazing things are happening there. But I think that's the heart of our studio. So we want you there too. So go ahead and click that campsite link down below, and you will be able to join us on Discord, okay? Very nice. And last, before we get started, is I am on Patreon. And surprise, surprise, it is Patreon sign-up day. Woohoo! It's the first of the month, so that means you can join today and start supporting me on a regular financial basis every single month, right? So I am providing full-length piano lessons here on YouTube. That's unheard of, okay? And I'm not doing it for the basis of making money. What I'm doing it for is to create this idea, this world where we are all benefiting from high quality piano instruction. And I want to keep doing it. So what that money does is help pay these bills to keep this going so that I can reach even more piano learners that are out there, okay? So pledge monthly, $5 a month, $10 a month, $20 or even $90 a month. See what works for your budget, okay? I'd love to have you. All right, my friends, let's see who's joining live. Hey, Karina, it's so good to see you. Yeah, it's awesome when I have people joining live because then they can like say hello and chit chat with me. So that's always fun. Now, are you all ready to play through O Sole Mio? Right? Are you ready to like turn up the Italian music and throw a lasagna in the oven? All right, we'll pull out your book. We're going to play through O Sole Mio from last week, okay? Here we go. Turn to page 124, and we're going to play through all of O Sole Mio with repeats and really get into the spirit, okay? All right, I'll switch the piano view so we can play it together, all right? Let's do it. Here we go. All right, let's see. Switching. There it is. Perfect and lovely. All of you are amazing. So in order to find my position, I have that reminder of the key we are in. We are in F major. So I have my thumb, right hand on my A, above my F, above middle C. And I have my interval already aligned. My left hand will be on F below middle C. And I'm putting my right foot on my damper pedal, ready to go. All right? Let's play this song together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Wasn't it fun? I told you it was such a cool song. Yes, you are probably like totally ready to like jam out and have a great time. I need to go eat Italian food tonight. Yes, I need a big glass of wine and some really amazing fettuccine with some fish on the side. Yeah, fettuccine di mare, right? Yes, so good. Awesome work, Ana Sole Mio. Give yourself a pat on the back. That was like so good. I'm proud of you. All right, well, let's turn the page. We're learning some amazing stuff today, okay? Today, on page 126, we are going to be learning all about minor scales, okay? Yes, okay, it's like mind-blowing to think that we've done all of these incredible songs, but none of them have really been in a minor key. Some of them have. They kind of sprinkle them in there here and there, but this is the first real time that we get to learn minor music, minor scales. Now, what's important about minor scales? Minor scales are related to major scales, okay? Now, in order for us to find something called the relative minor of a major scale, we need to do some math, okay? We have to count up 6 notes from the major scale and we'll find the relative minor, okay? I'm going to switch to piano view and give you a really good explanation of this, okay? All right. Since it's easier to show you on the actual keyboard, that's what I will do, okay? So looking here, let's just take C major, for example, okay? So C major, right? Here's our C scale. Okay? From our C, we are going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the 6th tone in the C major scale is an A. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this 6 is an A, okay? This is telling us the relative minor. So if I was to put my hand as if I was in, quote, A position, this would be my scale that I would hear. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Okay? Now what we just played was something called the natural minor scale, okay? It only has the same notes that are found in the relative major. And in this case, C major doesn't have any black keys in it, no sharps or flats, right? So it's the same with the A minor natural scale. Listen to it again. Okay? Now, what we're used to hearing is something called the A harmonic minor scale, okay? Now, what we do to a harmonic minor scale is this. We take the 7th tone of the A minor scale and we raise it a half step, okay? So let's look at this more carefully, all right? Here's my A, all right? And I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now my 7th tone is a G. But instead of a G, I'm going to raise it a half step to a G sharp. Then I play my A. Okay, let's go down. Okay, that is called the harmonic minor scale. I'm going to play a little bit lower so you can see. I'm going to go move my hand down to this A here in the middle. That way it's a little bit easier to see and hear. Let's play that A harmonic minor scale once more. G sharp, A. Okay, so you'll you'll notice that on the descending part of the scale, it feels like you have a really big skip between G sharp and F. That's okay. You have to stretch that finger 4 and 3. Okay. Sounds kind of cool, right? But remember that stretch, okay? We can also do the same with the left hand. Let's play the A harmonic minor scale in the left hand now. I'm starting with pinky finger 5 on low A. Let's try that. Okay, hands together, it sounds like this. Excellent. Okay, so minor scales. We are going to take the time to practice this at the bottom here, okay? So at the bottom of 126, you're going to add the A harmonic minor scale to your practice plan, okay? This is part of technique, okay? Understanding the relationships between the notes, the whole steps and the half steps to make up the harmonic minor scale, okay? For an added bonus, feel free to play the natural minor scale as well. Remember, that's the one with no sharps or flats, okay? Totally fine, totally clean, white keys only, okay? Now, let's move on to our song for the week, okay? On 127, you're going to get a song called Jericho, okay? Now, this is a spiritual, and I love this song. I hear it a lot in church music. Yes. All right. So let's see Jericho and what's special about it, okay? Now, Jericho is in A minor. We know this because the key signature is empty. There's no sharps or flats there. But how would you determine if it's major or minor? In this case, when we see that key signature blank, it could mean two different keys. It could be C major or A minor, okay? So how do we figure that out? Well, in my Learn With Me series, I give the tip. At the beginning of learning a song, we look two different places for an indicator for the key. I look at the very first chord and the very last chord of the whole song. So the first chord of Jericho, I have a left hand in a excuse me. I have a left hand bass clef, 5th. A and E. And I have a right hand finger 1 on low A. That's a pretty good indication, okay? So that's just the opening chord. Let's double check that with the last chord of the whole song. Looking at the very last chord, I see a nice accent, but then I also see a low A in my bass clef, and then a C and an A in my treble clef. That's a 6th, a harmonic 6th. So let's listen to that. It sounds sad. It sounds minor, right? Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that sounds different from a major sound. Now, I have a toy here. It's kind of silly. This is adults and teens, right? But you love toys, don't you? So I have this thing here called Marco Polo. It's a narwhal. And I use Marco Polo in my lessons to demonstrate the difference between major and minor, okay? Because if you look at Marco when he's like this and happy and pink, he's smiling, right? So that would be a major sound. Now, when we flip him inside out, he gets a little grumpy. And then Marco turns into Polo, and he is not in a good mood, okay? Minor music kind of sounds sad, angry, or frustrated, right? Or grumpy. That's okay, all right? music has both major and minor. And in this case, with learning harmonic minor scales and playing a song like Jericho in A minor, we get to hear what that actually sounds like, okay? I hope you liked Marco Polo. He's a good teaching tool. So with that, let's start learning our notes in Jericho, okay? I'll switch to piano view and let's take a look. Now, we're going to start with the right hand, and I see a bunch of eighth notes here, okay? I also see a very unique rhythm in the second, third, and fourth measures. It's called syncopated notes, right? So we're playing eighth note rest and then an eighth note tie to a half note. Sounds something like this. 1 and 2 and ready and play and 1 and rest. 1 and 2, 3. 1 and rest. 1, 2, 3. Do you hear that? Bum, bum, bum. Hold. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so we're going to be encountering that in this piece, okay? Let's start with that right hand. Remember, A minor, 4/4 time. Our starting note is bringing us down here below middle C to the A. It says we're going to start with that thumb there. But look what happens. We're going to cross our 2 over to the G sharp. Okay, let's do it slowly. 1, 2, ready, play. A, G sharp, A, B, C, B, C, D. Third, rest. Third, tie, tie. Rest, tie, tie. Back up to C, rest, tie. D, C, B, line 2. A, G sharp, A, B, C, B, C, D. Third, rest, third, tie. C, D, E, D, C, B, A, 2, and 3, and rest, right? And then that's the end of the first ending, okay? Now at the end of the first ending, that is where you will go back and repeat the first 2 lines again, okay? But at the end of the second measure of the second line, you're gonna jump over the first ending and jump to the second ending, okay? The second ending is the last line of the whole song, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do this repeat and then jump to the second ending on line 3. Follow closely, listen to those notes, write them down if you need them, but if you don't, that's fine too. You don't need to write everything down anymore. You've got it up here, okay? Here we go. All right, this is the repeat technically, okay? I'm gonna count off. 1, 2, ready, play. Third, rest, tied, note. Rest, tied, note. Rest, tied. Rest, tied. Line 3, hold. D, hold. C, hold. D, hold. A, 2, 3, 4, tie. E, 6th, rest. And there it is, okay? That was a loaded right hand. A lot of tricky stuff happening here, okay? That's why I wanted to bring the tempo down dramatically to be able to play this at an introductory speed. I mean, what, you've been learning this for what, 10 minutes? Not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes? It's not supposed to be perfect yet, right? Or else you wouldn't be taking beginner piano lessons, but that's fine. It takes work. It's not just gonna happen perfectly the first time. You're human, right? Give yourself some grace, all right? So, with that right hand, it sounds pretty good. The melodies are going to come together as you recognize those patterns within there. The syncopated rhythm will also help if you count it out loud, okay? These are all little tools that you can use to make it easier in your learning, okay? Let's take a look at that left hand. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It's not nearly as difficult as the right hand, okay? Let's learn it together. All right, my friends. Very good, very good. All right, so what we're going to do is find our low, 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 open fifth in A minor. We have a pinky on low A, below C position. It's down here. And then our right hand, or not right hand, this is the left hand. Hello, me. Left hand finger 1 on our E to make that open fifth, okay? I'm going to count off just as slowly as I did before, okay? Don't rush. Let's see how this goes, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. 5th, 2, 3, and 4. 5th, 2, 3, and 4. E octave. 2, 3, and 4. Back to a 5th. 2, 3, rest. 5th, 2, 3, and 4. 5th, 2, 3, rest. Rest, low E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Now up to E, F, E, D, C, B. Now repeat. 5th, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E octave. 2, 3, 4. 5th, 2, 3, rest. 5th, 2, 3, 4. 5th, 2, 3, rest. Second ending, rest, E, rest, E, rest, F sharp, rest, G sharp, A, E, F, E, D, C, B, A, E, A, rest. And there you have the left hand. It's a fun song. It really, really is. And when you finally get those hands together and you're playing, I feel it, right? Like, I feel like we're like listening to an amazing gospel choir sing Jericho, and those bass come in like ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum bum, ba-dum bum, ba-dum bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum bum 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 bum, right? Oh yeah, I'm so there. So let's go ahead and see what it sounds like hands together now, okay? I'm going to bump the tempo up a little bit so you can hear what it sounds like. And it gives you a goal to work towards, okay? You've got this. Just keep the practice going and be patient with yourself, okay? All right, here we go. Learning Jericho. Here we are, page 127. I have found my A minor position. And I'm going to play it a little quicker than what I just said, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. right. Wasn't that awesome? Yes, I'm telling you. The songs at this point in your learning are starting to get cool. So I hope you're feeling the cool factor when you're practicing this one. It's going to sound like bomb when you're done, okay? I'm trying to talk like the younger generation, right? I try so hard, right? No worries. We're learning this for fun and you're doing an amazing job, okay? Just stick with it. Stick with it. And you're going to play these cool songs. And trust me, when it's time to show off a little bit to friends or family, when you can finally get together, you're going to be totally wowing people. And partly, why worry so much about other people? You're wowing yourself, aren't you? Yes, you're learning this and you're totally rocking it. So I'm super proud. So that's what you're going to practice for this week, okay? I want you to work on your harmonic minor scale, your A harmonic minor scale. 1 octave, if you're feeling fancy, you can do it ascending, descending, hands apart, hands together, and even contrary motion if you're feeling really fancy, okay? Jericho is your song for this week. Practice, practice. When you're ready for me to listen to you and see how it's going, remember to join Discord, right? Our Discord server is awesome. And I know Karina can talk about that because she's on Discord and she's very active. So it's so much fun to be around fellow piano learners that are nice and at the same stage of learning. It's like you can boost each other up and make each other feel better, right? Very good. All right, quick reminder here. Oh, I forgot. Haha, you have homework this week. On 128, I want you to practice writing the harmonic minor scale, the natural minor scale, and then there's a bonus. At the bottom, there's something called the melodic minor scale. It's a weird, funky one, but if you listen carefully to it, there's elements of a major scale in it on the ascending and then natural minor on the descending. Let me play it for you really quick so you can just hear it, okay? All right, this would be considered. Let's start with the natural minor. I'll play the natural minor, okay? This is the one with nothing in it. Natural minor. Okay, now let's add in now the harmonic minor scale. This is when the 7th tone is raised a half step. Harmonic minor. Now the funky one, the funky one at the bottom is the melodic minor scale. In the ascending scale, you're going to raise the 6th and 7th tone a half step. It's really bonkers. And then on the descending scale, it's going to be the same as the natural minor. Take a listen. There you go. All right. It is so weird, that melodic minor scale. I mean, I encounter it every now and then in music, but it's one of those unicorns. Sometimes you come across it, but other times you don't. So, but it is good music theory wise to understand the relationship between the melodic minor, harmonic minor, and the natural minor scale, okay? You can do this, okay? Follow those directions on page 128. All right, very good. Oh, you're amazing. Look at you. You're so good. All right, so quick reminder, of course, I'm on Patreon. I talk about Patreon lots and lots because Patreon is what sustains these lessons, right? Join us on Patreon as a monthly supporter, a monthly patron. And I absolutely love my patrons because they are the people that are bringing you these lessons, right? So if you want to help out, if you want to do that, pledge a monthly amount that works for your budget. Between $5 a month, it's like the cost of a coffee, no big deal, right? Frappuccino. Think of it like you're buying me a Frappuccino, right? And we get to hang out and play piano together. So Frappuccino price at $5 all the way up to $90 a month if you're looking for some private lessons, which I think I literally have 2 spots left. That's none, you guys. So sign up on Patreon. I would love to see you on my patrons list, okay? Thank you so much. All right. And then the other reminders, of course, to subscribe. That's like the easiest thing that you can do for me. It's very easy. The button is it there? Or is it over here? Maybe it's over here. It's down there, okay? If you're watching live, the button is right there. And you can just hit the subscribe button so you can make sure that you're showing up in my supporters list. Yeah. And my YouTube analytics will update, right? So that's a good thing. Very good. And then I mentioned Discord, okay? So our Discord server link is below. It's the campsite link. That's like a big link that has a bunch of other links in it. So go ahead and scroll through and see where it says hop onto the Discord server. I want to meet you. I want to get to know you better, right? So just like Karina, she's on Discord. I know her. Like, I feel like we're like friends now, and have like this piano journey going on, which is so much fun. I want to get to know you too. So hop onto Discord so we can like get to know each other, and I can help you with your piano learning journey, okay? Very good. You guys are like absolutely amazing. I'm going to give you like a round of applause. How cheesy is that? You really are like the best. I'm so, so happy I get to do this every week. Now, typically I have a music quote at the end of every lesson, right? Yeah, typically I do a music quote, but in my haste earlier today, I didn't actually get to write one because I was finishing up a private lesson earlier. So I'm going to just leave you with this. It's more like Izzy's words of advice. Give yourself grace, okay? Learning piano is not easy, as you very well know. So give yourself the time and the space to give yourself grace in learning the piano. It's not easy, all right? Adult learners especially, you're like wicked crazy smart. Like, your brain is amazing. But sometimes those messages going from the brain to the fingers, it takes a little bit longer, right? Because we're adult learners versus a child, right? They're like little sponges. They can like get everything, right? But adult learners, we have to give ourselves more grace, okay? A lot of times it can be very frustrating to learn the piano, but you're not on this journey alone, okay? There are thousands of other piano students out there that are learning alongside you with these lessons, and I'm available to help too. Just reach out, okay? I appreciate you all so very much. It's been a lovely time today, and like, I had a good time with Jericho. I think you're gonna like have a great time with it too, all right? Get some good practice in. I will see you next Saturday, and I'll see you on Discord, okay? Take care. Bye, guys.